Yesterday, we talked about how a Republican congressman named Ted Yoho called Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez a f***ing bitch in the halls of the Capitol building. Well, this morning, AOC fired back with both barrels.
An extraordinary moment on the House floor just a few minutes ago. Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez talking about Republican Congressman Ted Yoho throwing expletives at her.
I was minding my own business, walking up the steps, and Representative Yoho put his finger in my face. He called me disgusting. He called me crazy. And in front of reporters, Representative Yoho called me, and I quote, a f***ing bitch. And I want to be clear that Representative Yoho's comments were not deeply hurtful or piercing to me, because I have worked a working class job. I have waited tables in restaurants. I have ridden the subway. I have tossed men out of bars that have used language like Mr. Yoho's. Mr. Yoho mentioned that he has a wife and 2 daughters. I am someone's daughter too, and I am here because I have to show my parents that I am their daughter and that they did not raise me to accept abuse from men.
And I don't care what anybody says. I am glad AOC came out on the House floor and said exactly what that congressman said to her, expletives and all. Because if you only hear about the story on the news, you've probably heard them say that Yoho used a derogatory language, or an offensive term, or he made a decorum whoopsie. AOC is absolutely right. Time and time again, powerful men hide behind the fact that they have daughters as a way to shield themselves from accusations of sexism. It's almost like these dudes are at their gender reveal parties like, yay, it's pink! Oh man, I'm finally gonna have a political prop to excuse my bad behavior. Oh, this is the happiest day of my life. But enough about sexist politicians. Let's switch things up and talk about President Trump. For years now, Trump has been bragging about how he aced a dementia test that he took back in 2018. And now, he's been bringing it up every chance he gets. He talked about it with Chris Wallace. He replaced the White House portrait of Abraham Lincoln with a drawing of that elephant. And in an interview with Fox News last night, Trump went into the greatest detail yet on the test that he says proves he's a stable genius.
And it was 30 or 35 questions. The first questions are very easy. The last questions are much more difficult. Like a memory question, it's like you'll go person, woman, man, camera, TV. So they say, could you repeat that? So I said, yeah. So it's person, woman, man, camera, TV. Okay, that's very good. If you get it in order, you get extra points. Okay, now he's asking you other questions, and then 10 minutes, 15, 20 minutes later, they say, remember the first question? Not the first, but the 10th question? Give us that again. Can you do that again? And you go person, woman, man, camera, TV. If you get it in order, you get extra points. They said nobody gets it in order. It's actually not that easy, but for me it was easy. They say, that's amazing. How did you do that? I do it because I have like a good memory, because I'm cognitively there.
Donald Trump is the only person who can talk about a cognitive test, but make me feel like I have brain damage. He's gone from bragging about his historic electoral college win to boasting that he can solve the puzzle in a Happy Meal. In fact, I almost feel like obsessing over a dementia test that you took 2 years ago is the real dementia test. Also, can we all agree that Trump is just naming things that he sees in front of him, like in that moment? That's what he's doing. Person, woman, man, camera, TV. I mean, anyone can, you're not a genius if you can do that. Anyone can do it. Camera, chair, bookshelf, dead body, TV. Oh, I'm a genius now too. What makes it even stranger that Trump keeps bragging about his score on this test is that the neurologist who created the test told the Washington Post, quote, it's not meant to measure IQ or intellectual skill in any way. If someone performs well, what it means is they can be ruled out for cognitive impairment that comes with diseases like Alzheimer's, strokes, or multiple sclerosis. That's it. So you see, acing this test does not make Trump a genius, it just makes him a guy who's desperate for an accomplishment.